Hey guys, welcome back to another beer review today. Today's beer comes from the great state of California, and from the Modern Times Brewing Company, we're going to be trying City of the Sun. It is an IPA, it has 85 IBUs, and it weighs in at 7.6% alcohol by volume. Now a little backstory on this beer. Actually the whole company has been someone I've been following on social media for probably about 3 or 4 months now. And some of the people I follow on YouTube have been talking about beer from Modern Times, and everything about it has just been awesome. There's been talks of festivals, that Modern Times goes to, and then their beer is gone, it sells out. It's highly sought after. A lot of the stuff that they sell right from the brewery gets sold out pretty quickly, and then it's hard to kind of get your hands on it when you're in the store, just because they don't really distribute too far as I know. I could be wrong on that, but I've never seen any of these guys locally, or maybe they're in Chicago. If you guys know if Modern Times is maybe available at Benny's out in the Chicago area, let me know, because I would be super happy if that was the fact. But I was out in Arizona for vacation last week, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, what, I think if this is the time what better time than now to get my hands on some Modern Times beer. So while on vacation in Arizona, we were at Phoenix, and we stopped by this liquor store that had a bunch of different stuff there. Walking up and down the craft beer aisle, and then boom, there it was. Modern Times beer. I was super pumped about it because I was like, finally get my chance to try a West Coast beer, and again, like these guys are just really highly regarded, so I was super excited to get my hands on them. The only downside about the liquor store I was at is that they don't let you craft, or they don't make you make your own 6-pack. You have to buy a full case of whatever it is that they're selling. So I was kind of bummed out by that, because I wasn't sure, as much hype as much as these beers are talked up and sought after and all that, I didn't want to buy something I wasn't going to like. So if I had a 6-pack of something, it's just probably going to sit, or maybe have to give it away to some friends or something. But anyway, they didn't do 6-packs or craft your own 6-packs. So I talked to the guy at the register, and I said, hey, do you know of somewhere that does this? And he told me to go about 10 minutes down the street in the Phoenix area to a little store called the Craft Beer Mart, or Lane, something like that. It was over in Union Hills, so if you guys are familiar with what I'm talking about, that's where we went to. And I got there, they had a lot more selection for Modern Times, so that was cool, but same deal. I come to find out there was the same deal there. They don't let you craft your own, make your own 6-packs, so you had to buy a full case of whatever it was. So I ended up buying a 4-pack of City of the Sun, brought some home, and here we are. Now we're here, and I want to get onto this beer. I want to see if the hype is real, or if it's just if it's just hype. So enough talking, let's get into some of the description guys for this beer here. We went over the IBUs, the ABV. Again, it's an IPA, and the commercial description here reads that City of the Sun is a big, fruity, pungent, and sticky, delicious IPA. It is Mosaic and Motueka, I might mess that up, Motueka, give it a very fruity hop character, with Simcoe providing enough of a piney backbone to prevent it from going off the deep end. The complex but unobtrusive malt character gives it a medium body and a platform for a saturated hop flavor. Here's the homebrew recipe. And that's it. That's all it shows. So, okay, so that's your description for City of the Sun. It's supposed to be nice and fruity, pungent, delicious, sticky, very fruit plate or forward hop character. So let's get into some more information real quick before we start. Suggested pairings with the IPAs are strong and spicy foods, something that's very bold or sweet, like carrot cakes. Your desserts could be caramel apple tart, ginger spice cake, or persimmon rice pudding. And as far as your cheeses go, you can go with milder blue cheeses such as Gorgonzola or Cambozola. So there you go for your food pairings. As if you guys have been following me and watching me, I don't really drink beer while I eat food, but I kind of keep them separate. I don't like the taste of the two combined, but that's just me. I know other people love it and they like to mix. They like to have a great beer with a great meal, and I totally get that. But for me, it just doesn't. I don't know, something about it. But anyway, let's get in to this beer, you guys. So I got my IPA glass here, and again, this is from City of the Sun. Side note, Arizona and Phoenix is beautiful at this time of year. I don't know if you guys have ever been. It was my first time a few weeks ago, and it was awesome. And I definitely want to go back again and try to explore the city a little bit more. But yeah, great time. Nice people out there, and it was fun. It was fun. Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to pour this into the glass here. As you can see, it has a nice orange color. Give you the canned view again, you guys. Alright, so what do we have? We have a nice orange, kind of clear on the bottom, a little cloudy in the middle, and then obviously your two fingers of head here on the top. It is a pillowy white looking head, and that is fine by me. Alright guys, first sniff, first nose impression. A lot of that fruity character that they talk about is definitely there. Some peaches, maybe some mangoes, definitely oranges, and then you kind of feel, or you kind of smell that pininess from the hops as well. Very good though, smells very awesome. Very clean beer. Yeah, that sweet, fruity flavors are definitely busting through here, and it's really awesome. It's so far so good with this beer, you guys. Alright, so cheers to modern times. Thank you guys. I hope you guys, if you do, I hope you guys distribute out farther here to the Midwest, because I'd love to drink some more of your guys' beer. And again, if you guys out there who are watching know if Modern Times is in the Chicago area, please leave a comment down below. I would love to pick up some more beer from them. This is the only one that I got because I had to fly home, and I was kind of worried about stuff breaking or bursting while I was in my suitcase, because you never know how those airplane people treat your bags behind the scenes. So I wish I would have got more, but I didn't, just because I was afraid of that kind of stuff. But anyway, cheers to Modern Times. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for watching. Here we go, first sip. Alright, that sweetness is definitely there. A little bit of dryness coming from the malts. Yep. It is very fruity, but not in a candy kind of way. More of like a legitimate fruit flavor. You know how candy has that artificial taste and things like that. This is more of an actual fruit taste, where it's juicy and it just tastes more real, I guess, if that makes any sense to you guys. You know how candy, a little bit more fake, it's artificial. This has a real fruit flavor, more natural fruit flavor to it, in my opinion. Very balanced. It's very drinkable. As far as like the initial mouthfeel when you drink it, it's sweet, it's fruity, it's light, kind of like fluffy, and then as you drink it, it becomes real. The hops hit you, and then so does that malt, that dryness from the malt. But wow, it's really sticky. but it's good. I like it. So Beer Advocate has given this beer, I don't know if you guys are on there or not, if you follow Beer Advocate, this was rated 4.19 out of 5 for City of the Sun, and this was added on there about 2013. So this beer has been around for about 5 years or so. And again, this is my first time trying it, and I like it. It's good. I wouldn't say it's the best beer by any means, but it definitely has a good quality, and I like the fruit flavors in this beer as they taste more natural as opposed to, you know, that candy taste that I mentioned earlier. That dryness in the back end is kind of like a bread, like a baked bread, or, you know, like crackers kind of taste. It's not bad by any means, but that's kind of what it tastes like. It's kind of like a baked bread cracker character. So I guess the thing that really sticks out is the hops, that bitterness from the hops. The fruit character is real quick, and it doesn't really stand around. What stands out more to me is that bitterness from the hops they put in there. That Simcoe, those Simcoe hops are really kind of standing out. The fruit is it's not very subdued, but it's kind of just off to the side. You can taste it in the forefront, and then you have that spike of bitterness, and then, you know, that dry, malty character there at the end. But it's very sticky all at the same time, so it's complex, to say the least. So that's kind of what I'm getting with this beer as far as taste goes. So let's see, you guys, this beer was. Let's get some more in the can or in the glass real quick. A lot of stuff in there coming out. A lot of floaties. Let's see. So this can was this beer was canned on 11/30/17. So we're about 2 months old, and you know, I'm not going to complain too much, because for a beer like this, and for as far away as it is, being out in San Diego, I don't want to complain too much, because I'd like to try it a little bit more fresh, closer to the date it was canned, but you know, I can only do so much with where I live and what was available to me at the time, so not going to complain too much about that, but I do wish it was a little more, we would have tried a little bit earlier, but that's not a big deal. So if you guys have seen the can before, Modern Times, they have some really nice artwork on their cans. It's very clean. They have very vibrant colors, and then the font is easy to read, nice and smooth looking. And then I just like their artwork. A lot of the cans have similar artwork where they have, you know, the Modern Times writing here on the front, and then they have colored bars, 3 bars here on the bottom. It's nice. I just think it looks nice and clean. And again, it kind of goes with the style that they're going with as far as both their beers and their artwork. Another cool thing about Modern Times is, if for all you coffee drinkers out there, these guys also do, not only do they do beer, but they do coffee. So they have a lot of different stuff that they produce out there, and I hear their coffee is just as good as their beer. So if you're a fan of that, maybe look these guys up, see if it's something you'd be into, and try it out, see if you like it. I do hear, and I've seen a few reviews on YouTube about some of the coffee beers that they make, and those are just off the chain from what I'm hearing. So if you guys are into that, and if you're out in the West Coast area and you're able to get your hands on some Modern Times, please do so. There's no, you know, you're not gonna regret it, you know. So seek these guys out if you guys can. Try them out. As far as my final review or final rating for this beer, you guys, I definitely like it. I don't think it's the best, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to live up to, I don't want to follow the hype, you know, that this that these guys have, but this first beer that we've had, I like it. I think it's a quality beer. I would drink it again. I would suggest it to some friends. I would suggest it to you guys. You know, if you guys, like I said, pick it up if you can. But final rating, I'm gonna go ahead and go with a 4 out of 5. I like this beer. Again, the fruit flavor that's in this, you know, that tropical fruit flavor, it's there, but it's very quick. And then you have more of a spike of hops, and then that dry cracker finish, and then that's it. So I was kind of wanting a little bit more from this beer, but you know what? It's still good. 4 out of 5. If you guys have had Modern Tide City of the Sun, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think, because I don't think many people around here have had it. I could be wrong. But if you have, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We got more beer reviews coming up now that we're back from vacation. I actually brought more beer over there, or I bought some more beer from the West Coast, and we're going to review it here soon. So look forward to that. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and we will see you on the next episode. Cheers.